So like recently I mean to think, right? Keep forget that sometimes this the vlog and I recollect how I feel about things. Yes, how I feel about programming, yeah. So like I realized that Python like complex but like basic at the same time. Like I like what SQL database, if it makes sense. In 94 if it makes sense or not. Like it's so basic in the things they provide but complex in the things where you do. Like like water like very plain but like very important for some absurd reason. So like you have this, right? Excuse my 10-line code. I kind of just take all the random extra backend stuff and stuff it in our extra file and support that pi. Yeah, I do that now. It looks cleaner over there. Yeah, and then I just, comment out what part need to comment out and stuff. So like this file could always look pretty and concise and like you really know what to do. Cause like sometimes the read only imports not really a lot thing, but back to the main reason why we're there. So when I run this, what you can see here is a table, if that's what you make sense of it. A unordered or unmanageable table. But when I look on it, I did click through all of them because it's not a table. Python doesn't have tables. It's so basic yet complex and confusing. So this is the like a whole pile of entry widgets put together and stacked in order. If you so if you're coding a Python and you just start, just know there's no tables. So now look up one. I'll provide the code for the table. Um, what I'll do is I'll provide a basic code in the comments, and then like I'll probably left for a GitHub link to the file with the one I do specifically, because like I may get it to like off a GitHub because like the dude me to explain that tables not exist yada yada and you could create it like this using arrays or something like that. But what I noticed is that with this one specifically I want to read from a file and I never want to have a basic text file with commas and stuff to make arrays. I want a JSON file to start follow the standard the whole thing's done because yo we could store JSON even in our database. So I mean I could expand on this in the future and be like, since I have this read JSON file and write JSON file, I could also have a function when you get JSON from database or connect to database and so forth. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over it, leave it. So basically I just have my root, my two TK buttons. No worry what I do yet, they're not really important. I gone over lambda with you guys before, I think something like that. And then demo click that, just check if a button they work. That's something else keeping us support. And then I get the data by the read the JSON file. So basically how that function work is I create a empty list name data, and then with open file name as f data equal json dot load f. So you open the file and for every line within the file you just continue add it and so forth, and then whenever all of that done you are return data because you could return stuff in a Python like most other programming languages, which is nice. um and then after that, what kind of nice that you could return stuff without have to say what your return type, because like that kind of like annoying and like tiresome. And then like then I have table equal table grid. So what happens is this is our class I create where create a table for me, so I don't have to worry about the call of function because like call of function a lot more other work actually. You have to like make the function be very specific to your code, right? But like when you have a class we have certain a certain build and construct to it, it fit in like a little puzzle, I forget what I say. So like basically I'll say explain what the class is briefly. You pass yourself, pass root, the data which is I have as JSON, total columns, total rows, and origin. The origin are important. If you notice I name it table grid because instead I use Spark I have it in well it came with the grid formatting, so I keep the grid formatting but I just indicate to myself as well that the grid table with the bill. So the origin that also displacement to up you want the table start from, so like when you start like way up here you can bring it down, leave it and so forth, start like around there. Yeah, so do that. So first thing you have to have double nested loop. So the first loop that we go through each row, and then the other loop that we get each item in each row. So because the JSON, I have key comma value, because JSON have, I can show you guys. You have the key, and then you have the value where the key represent when it comes to JSON formatting. So basically, when you indicate it like this, and then you take whatever the variable name and put that items parentheses, it indicate that this is JSON data, and it will broke up like this. So happen is I don't really use the key because the key not really a lot important. Um um so if self.I equals 0, that does mean that if we depend on the first row, then we could do something else. So like I will show you guys how this works. I will change the width, not the width. I will change the font size to like 16. It'll look weird at first, but you're gonna understand what I say. So if you're not 0, 0, then you could be like else, and then whatever you want the remaining stuff be, and then after that, when you iterate through the loop, then it just add the origin of y plus I, and then you place it there, and then the origin of x and so forth. I just pass in a array on the origin with 0 and 1 with basically just x, y coordinate for the row and the column. Then it inserts at the end with the value specifically, and then I just iterate through it. So this increase the column count, this increase the row count, and then once you deploy a new row, you just need to drop back the columns to 0 because you know you're the and so forth. Okay, I changed something. Oh yeah, I changed something as well. And then if you notice, the first name, the font bigger than the other one, but if you notice, the size scaling kind of go off. So like I would recommend, like if you want to do something like that, you just change the color of the font for the top one and so forth. So I will include the link here in the description, like promised, and the code for get the basic table we just pass array. And then if anything, any confusions or questions, I could just do a video on them on this specific and so forth. Like I said, it just says this demo works. Hopefully I do something in Beware and we can. Well, I honestly work on like a stopwatch, but like I don't know how to make a stopwatch. So good luck with me with that, and I will see you guys later.